Hey guys. Okay, this is an update. Cool experience I had. It was very painful, but it was pretty cool. So, has to do with the regent priests, Christ in the manger, and separating me from the priestess. So, goes like this. So the last couple weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, they were doing this to me, but I did not know it at the time. It was driving me nuts. So they did it to me again, and I finally understood what they were doing, and this is what they were doing. They would, Christ would take me in his manger and make me dream and hook me up to the priestess, where she would be right inside of me. That would enhance everything in my brain, in my subconscious, her talking, yap, 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 yap. And I'm like fighting it off. Then he would take me out away from her. And the next night, he would separate. He'd have my soul, and he would separate the links from that are now prominent, because by him putting me with the priestess and having all that going on, it brought out the links between me and her. Then he'd separate me, and now he can see all the links going down. And she's in the kingdom, which is a great big castle, and it's a kingdom, literally. Like, you would freak the fuck out if you ever saw it. And she's down there. He isolates me. Now all the links are going down, and they're exposed. So what he does is, from what I seen, and I saw this, I could see all the links in me connected to her. They're all lit up because we were fighting the day before, very close. Then what happened was this. I don't know how to explain it, but this is it. So imagine I'm seeing now all the links from my head into my bones going to her. Billions of them. And then he starts separating me from her. But I was helping him. I was helping him at this point. And so all I see is this. It's like a wheel. It's like I'm laying on a wheel. Oh, not a wheel, sorry. And imagine a orb, a round sphere, and it's huge. And I'm laying on it like this. This is how I picture it in my head. I'm laying on it, and the sphere starts turning, and I'm laying on it. As it's turning, it's taking away all the links, and there's millions, zillions. And it's like the links look like a woman's long hair. Now picture a full head of long hair, and each hair is a link that's stuck in me that has to be removed. And it goes right through your body, right into your soul, right into your bones, right into your ethereal skins, and your all that stuff. When I say bones, it means ethereal. Anyway, and that is your skins that keep you in your body, and they are there, cross between the physical and the spirit, soul. So they're all in there. I got to get rid of them all. So this wheel is spinning, and as it's spinning, it closes up. So I fell asleep at one point, and I woke back up. And when the wheel's spinning and the sphere is taking the links out, I see this skin is closing up around me, like that, slowly over a 3 hour period. So it gets to about here, right about where my hands at. It gets to about this much in my whole body. So now you're seeing like links coming out in a V, and the wheels turning and turning. But I woke up at this point, and it was like right here. I had like this razor saw blade. You know, a band, not a bandsaw, a table saw that with a spinning saw blade. It's like in the middle of my head, cutting right down the middle. And that's just the links really tight, and they're moving because the sphere is taking them out, and it hurt. My fucking head was ringing. So JC floods me, my brain and my soul and my body. He just floods me with the juice, Christ energy to take away the pain. But it hurt so goddamn bad. And I laid there for 3 hours from that point on that sphere thing. I picture a sphere. Him removing the links. And it's cutting right down into my head slowly. And my brain is and it's going, and finally as the links go away, it goes right down, and this wall, I guess it's like a wall that covers you. Well, that's what it wasn't a wall, it was like skin. It's another skin. So I got this other skin out here, but I didn't even know it was out there, and it's closing up. And as he is releasing the links from my soul, it's closing up. And as all the links left, it closed up into me and wrapped up tight. So the links left, and he wrapped me up tight. And that took about 4 hours, and it was hell. Man, did it hurt. Holy fuck. And I've done that before. For 3 years straight, I did that when I first lost my skins. Now, I'm doing it with the priestess. So he's got to do it all again. We're going to keep doing this until the priestess links have been removed. And each time we do this, it gets less and less and less. Now, the thing is, I usually cut the links. I have my soul hands. I take a pair of scissors. I grab all the links, wound them up in a big wad, like you take a handful of hair, make it real tight at one spot, and then I cut it. And that's what it's like. And then that separates me from her. But there's so fucking many different levels that is going to take a while for me to separate. But each time it gets less and less. Now, what was I going to say? There's something important I was going to say. That's how Christ separates you. And it's a long process for him to do that. Well, I thought I'd just make this video to let you know if that's with a person. No, oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. And when I was going through that, I asked Grace and Tina, my kids, they all said, I asked, do you got to do this? I mean, when you're with a person and you get links, he goes, I go, do you spare people in St. Lucian? Do you have to go through this shit every fucking time you talk to somebody? And they go, yeah, but it's not as bad as what you got. They say they have a pressure. They put them in a pressure machine, and the pressure machine squeezes the soul, sort of like what are those tanks where you increase the pressure and inside you, and it bounces you out. If you're like a deep sea diver and you get the bends, well, they got to put you in a pressure tank. Well, he said it's something like that, but the pressure tank squeezes the soul. They see the links, that the pressure separates the links, and they just take the links out, and there's no pain. But because I'm in the body and all this, because I'm in a physical body, and they have to do it a different way, and it's harder to do it if you're in a physical body. So that's what they told me. So good luck with that, guys. Now all the people in the mental ward, yeah, this is what you got. This is what you got. Not necessarily just the mental ward. Everybody. If you ever been spiritual with another person, you're gonna get links, and they're gonna build up so goddamn much. You're gonna go crazy. You ain't even thinking your own thoughts. So good luck with that. I thought I'd make this video out to help the one or two people that actually watch my videos. You want help? There you go. That's how you do it. You gotta be with Christ and the region priests, and they get it all done. Now, that's why I made this video. Just to let you know. And it's not gonna be a long video. After that, the next day, the worst part comes. The worst part. The next night I go to sleep, I can't even fucking sleep. I'm built up full of all the energy. Now, when the links leave you, your mind, your ethereal, in your blood and your flesh and your bones, as the links leave, they create energy. Each little hair creates a fucking explosion of energy. All that shit's bottled up inside me over a day period. I go to sleep that night. Christ puts me in the manger and says, good luck. And what you do is you release the energy. You check out like you're dead, and the energy just shoots out your head like a rocket. But there's so much in there, so much energy in there that you just lose it. You lose your mind, man. And it hurts. And it hurts like a son of a bitch. And you can feel it, the levels of energy coming out. And then there'd be one, and I'm watching the energy coming out, and you'll see like a brown line in the energy. It's sort of like, when you look at the layers of the earth, or deposits on the earth, the layer of deposits, and they cut down the side of it, and you see the different colors and layers. That's what it's like. It's coming through me like a volcano, and I'll see a brown one coming, a darker one from all the other colors, and it hits my head, and my head goes bam. It just rings and screams, and the pain hurts so bad, and then that layer goes through, and it all goes away. Then another one comes, and those are different energies that you had with the priestess, the fight, or this 3 years ago. So this is a fight that you had with the priestess, and there's a layer in the deposit of yourself, man. It's fucking great. Each one of these links are a situation you had with that person 3 years ago. It's fucking crazy. Then you can see it in the energy coming through, and you got to release all that energy. Then you wait a few days, and you repeat the process with grace. He takes you down there, stimulates it in an argument with her. So she's down in the kingdom. I go down there. We have a big argument. He pulls you out, exposes all those links, separates you, and you do it again. And that's how Christ does it. And that's some important fucking shit. Because if he doesn't, you get to die. Or become possessed. Or whatever the fuck. By demons, by people. That, and I had a lot of interactions with the priestess over the years that I didn't even fucking know about. I only learned of it when I got the porthole on my head, and then I started fighting like my life depended on it, because it did. She opened that porthole on my head, that was it. Because I knew what portholes can do with crazy people. She's not crazy, she's just obsessed. She's all confused. And that's what I'm doing. Fuck, I don't even know. So I'm in the manger, I'm out of the manger, I gotta do this again. And that's been 3 days ago when he separated the links from me. Last night, I pushed the energy out. Then, I can already feel the links building. So the links are going to get so big, I'm going to have to go down with Christ again and see her, and I hate that. It's brutal. She argues with me. I get to hear it all in my head. It's just like breaking up. You know, when you're in a relationship and you go through those certain stages of breaking up. Well, that's what I hear in my head. I don't even know this girl. Not barely spiritually. Spiritually, I know what happened between us, but I don't remember any of it. But my soul does. So they're having fucking arguments about shit. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. They're using old words and everything. I don't even know. But that argument is exposing all the links between us. Then he pulls me out the next day, or he pulls me out. And at that point, usually the next day or the next time I go to sleep, I'm in that sphere. I got that sphere, and he's closing links, and another skin comes up, wraps around me, and it leaves. But it takes about 4 hours to process the fucking links. And then, day later, the energy comes. The next time I sleep, the energy's already come. So I did that, the energy movement, right after I released the links. The next night, I did the energy, and I did the energy again last night. But I was dealing with other stuff, and it's brutal, man. So I just want to say, you can go to the pharmacy or the psychologist or whatever the hell they're called, or the mental ward, get on a lifetime of drugs, or you can let Christ take care of it. Me, I never went. Never went. Never been to the hospital in 30 years. I could be a big fucking tumor for all I know, but I ain't. I just never got hurt. And the mental thing, I know how I got into it. The spiritual thing, I know how I got into it. The spirit came in my inner light, broke all my skins. Now I got to heal them. And I've been with Christ healing them. So I know how I got into it. I went fucking nuts doing it, but I never left my center because I know how I got there. And this is just a process over fucking 13 years of healing. And just when you think you're all fucking healed, you get a ex-girlfriend that comes in and fucks up your life again. The priestess. She ain't a girlfriend. We just have sex occasionally. And she decided to love me, and that's when the porthole, and that's when I found out about the whole process. So of what was going on. And also, she is a close friend, but she went nuts. Until she's healed between me and Grace, well, fuck, there's no more talking to her. But when I went 3 months ago to her house, I needed a girlfriend to get Loogie Man off my back. There was no one around. So I got the priestess to be my girlfriend. But it was all fake. She wasn't my girlfriend. We were just going to say she's my girlfriend so Loogie Man would fuck off. The thing is, I was her girlfriend. She accepted it. She came into me and went fucking nuts. All the Daniel Boone shit between me and her. And she went nuts. I don't even know what the fuck's going on with my brain. They gotta tell me. And there we go. That's what happened, guys. So you gotta be careful with this shit. And I learned a lot out of this process. Just because I had to have a fake girlfriend in the spirit world to keep the fucking Loogie Man and other scum off me, she took it literally. And she saw Daniel Boone. When she got down to this earth flesh energies, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and all the psychology for the past since 1700s, all of that went crazy in her head, and she fucking lost it. She went nuts. All she wants is Daniel Boone back. Like I said, I ain't fucking Daniel Boone, I'm Richard. But she's seen Daniel Boone. Because I saved her as Daniel Boone, and we've been buds ever since. But since that girlfriend thing happened 3 months ago, I'm fucking Daniel Boone again. Figure that shit out. Always something like that. Anyway, this is an important video if you have problems. Most anyway, there you go. That's the process in which Christ takes care of you, in which the regent priests take care of you. You just gotta let them. And you'll never know the real answers. You never really know the answers why. Unfortunately. Because I didn't even know about I didn't even know about her connection with the Daniel Boone. I did to a point, but I didn't know when she became my fake girlfriend to keep fucking Loogie Man off me. See, I was with Christine, but Christine didn't want to do it. I had a fake girlfriend with Christine. She's a real person, but and we had fucking sex and everything. It was great in the spirit world, but when she couldn't do it anymore for some reason, I don't know why, I got priestess. Well, Christ got priestess because we were close. But when she became my girlfriend, she took it literally and fucking whoop, came right inside me. Fucked her all up. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. The energies. Cigarettes. Sex. All that hot love. Which has been my videos of lately. So the reason I'm making these videos is because these are situations I'm in, and I can relate them to you so you can learn what the fuck goes on in the spirit world. You ain't gonna get this from the jerks on the internet. What do they say? Oh, the reptilian aliens are coming to kill us. They're eating our body parts. Okay, Wilcock. Fucking moron. How about the real deal? This is what's going on. I don't give a fuck if you do anything about it. Go to the pharmaceutical companies, go to the mental ward, take your fucking drugs, have a good time for the rest of your goddamn life. Or you can be cool and do it the right way. Because when you go to the pharmaceutical company or the fucking mental ward, because you got 40 goddamn voices in your head screaming, guess what? You just fucking basically killed yourself. You're a zombie for the rest of your fucking life. Trust me, I know. I've seen little kids, little girls that are just fucking gone talking to Jesus. But they went, their parents sent them right to the fucking, they didn't get Jesus. They didn't get Christ. They didn't get Christ to help the kids. Nope. Sent them right to the mental ward. Take care of my kids going nuts. And the kid's gone. Gotta live a whole life in sedation and fucking confusion. No fucking truth. Sorry, guys, that's the way it is. My friend hanged himself 3 times. He had the same fucking problems I had, but he didn't know how to get out of it. And he wouldn't go to Christ because Christ was a power figure in his head. Something like that. He wouldn't go. I told him to go. I fucking went. Fucking right I did. You kidding me? It turns out Christ is just natural law. He's just the guy that helps you and is universal. It has nothing to do with fucking religion. Unless you wanted to. I don't believe in religion. I didn't believe in religion when I was fucking 20. Sure as hell fucking didn't get any better over the past 30 years. I'll tell you that. It's crazy, man. No blood on my hands. I'm still innocent. I'm still golden. I'm fucking with Christ. I'm with the regent priest. I got 2 dreams to do. 2 dreams to go that I gotta pass to be a regent priest. To be a regent priest. I'm not actually gonna be one, but it's good for my resume. Richard has the equivalency of Christ, a saint, and a regent priest. I already been a Christ, but they took it away because I couldn't deal with it. And I told them to. I couldn't deal with it. Fuck. I'm saving myself. I do my best. Helping other people. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. And it's hard to learn, man. It's hard to learn. It takes time, so just thought I'd update you what's going on in my life. All right, so take care, people. Later.